We are live. Welcome, guys, back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle, and today we've got baseball. Oh, only baseball, no football today. Before we jump into everything, we'll go ahead and look back at what happened yesterday. What went right, what went wrong, and once again, another day of just absolutely getting my ass handed to me. It wasn't fun. I'll say I had 3 winners yesterday, and I put up a lot more than 3 plays. Losers yesterday, I decided I looked at the history for the Mets versus Nola. I'm thinking, oh, they're going to smash them. And then I forgot that, the Mets against pitchers with over 6 ERAs can't fucking hit. McNeil, Lindor, Soto, Nimmo all didn't get their bases. Neither did Eugenio Suarez or Zach Neto. The only player prop I won in baseball yesterday was freaking Pete Alonso for baseball. The Reds blow the game in the extra innings. The Mets lose 1-0. The Bears game goes over the total when it was 17-6 going into the fourth. Just like, what the fuck is going on? I had the under McCarthy yards, which is good. And then I had the Washington Nationals, which was a winner. But yesterday fucking sucked. Sunday fucking sucked. I need to kind of – I was doing well, and then all of a sudden the last 2 days have been minus 7.5 unit days. Like, it's just not been a whole lot of fun lately. Hopefully we can kind of turn it around today into baseball. We'll see how it goes. Eddie in the chat saying Guardians over 3.5. Against Noah Cameron, I feel like that's a little bit bold because Noah Cameron's been really good this year, but we'll check in on it in a minute. And then Isaac's saying football has been dog shit the past 2. Like the past 2 primetime games have been awful. Like I had the Ravens the night before; they double-digit blown lead. The last night, it's just. It is what it is. We'll kind of keep rolling with it. Hockey is not coming up anytime soon, dude. Like a month and a half, something like that. Yeah, I hope it can turn around because minus 7.5 unit days aren't fun. So, and by the way, those are 1 unit each. It's not like I'm one of those people that 10 unit max play. No, those are 1 unit each. So it's a bunch of just. Anyways. Pirates and the Orioles will start off with really, really good matchup here. Pirates are going to throw Burrows, and Bradish is going for the Orioles. Burrows this year, 19 appearances, 16 starts, a 2-4 record with a 4.08 ERA, 81 2/3 innings pitched, 37 earned runs, 28 walks, and 82 strikeouts. I feel like I'm going to give the pitching advantage to Baltimore with Kyle Bradish. Although Bradish has not started many games, he started 2 so far this year. A 3.6 ERA in 10 innings. He's allowed 4 earned runs. All I know is that Bradish is the better pitcher in this matchup. I'm not super high on Burrows. He's been decent, but not enough for me to give the Pirates a hitting advantage in this one or a pitching advantage in this one. So I'm gonna not grab anything yet. I'm gonna give the Baltimore Orioles the pitching advantage. Hitting advantage is also going to go to Baltimore because Pittsburgh is hitting 85 WRC plus versus righties. Not good. Baltimore is hitting 102 versus righties. It's better. So hitting and pitching advantage with the home team here. We'll go ahead and look at line movement in this one, where the line has not really done anything. It opened up at minus 145, hit 150, back to 145. So nothing that I really want to get invested in. And with the way that the money's going, I feel like it's Pittsburgh or nothing. And it's going to be nothing for me. But I'm not really interested in this game at all. Nope, didn't mean to back up there. All right, cool. Baltimore, run line. Pirates, weak WRC plus versus righties. Yeah, but the line movement just doesn't really have anything inspiring with it. So I'm gonna end up not touching the Pirates Orioles game. We'll head over to the next one, which is the Washington Nationals and the Miami Marlins. The Nationals are actually one team that was nice to me yesterday. A big, 13-2 win. That was nice. Marlins are now minus 115 with a total of 9. We got Parker versus Mazur. Both these pitchers have not been good this year. 28 starts, a 7-15 record with a 5.87 ERA for Parker, 145 innings pitched, 95 earned runs, 54 walks, and 98 strikeouts. On the opposite side, we got Mazur, which actually he has not pitched that much. He's pitched 3 times this year to a 5.74 ERA, in 10 earned runs, 5 walks, 12 strikeouts, and 15 2/3 innings pitched. I'm going to give the pitching advantage to Mitchell Parker, only because we've actually, seen him pitch a bunch this year. We haven't seen Mazur pitch at all. We go and look at hitting advantage. Miami versus lefties, not good, 79 WRC plus. You got the Nationals versus righties, 100 WRC plus. So the Nationals have hitting and pitching advantage in this game. We go and we look at where the line's moving, and it's actually moving towards Washington. And I think that's where we're going to start off our day. We're going right back to where we were yesterday. Washington Nationals on the money line. I can get plus 104. Nationals have hitting, pitching, and market edge for this game. I'll end up putting that up on the rest of them later. Marlins team total under first 5. Sure. If I'm taking the opposite side, yeah, I'm hoping the other team doesn't go well. Pirates bad on the road. They are bad on the road. Pirates are bad everywhere, to be fair. Nationals, yes, I'm on the Nationals today. Let's keep on rolling. Royals and the Guardians. The Guardians minus 115 with a total of 7.5. Noah Cameron and Cantillo. Cameron this year, 20 starts, a 7-6 record with a 3.03 ERA in 113 innings pitched, 38 earned runs, 35 walks, and 88 strikeouts. I feel like I'm going to end up giving him the pitching advantage over Cantillo. Cantillo, 30 appearances, 9 of them were starts. He's started his last 9 games where he's gone a minimum after his first start of at least 4 innings a start. He's topped out at 6, so at least he's been putting in the work. So at least we like that. But I am going to give the pitching advantage to Noah Cameron. We go and we look at how these two teams hit. They don't. Kansas City, 81 WRC plus. Cleveland, 78. So Kansas City has hitting and pitching advantage in this game. Then we look at where the line movement is in this one. Line opened up at minus 108, and it's actually moved towards Cleveland. So this one's going to be a game that I'm also not going to get involved with because the numbers like the Royals, the market likes the Guardians. So we're going to end up staying off this one. That's with the money coming in the way. I'm going to end up staying off this game too. So far, first 3 games, only 1 play. Cleveland under or pass? I can see an under in this game. Cantillo's look good. Cameron's been great. Neither team can hit. Royals or pass? I can't be off of the line movement. I just don't like it. So let's keep on rolling. We'll look at the Mets and the Phillies up next. The Phillies are minus 120 with a total of 8. We got Sean Manaea taking on Ranger Suarez. Sean Manaea this year has been dookie. 10 starts, 10 appearances, 9 starts, a 1-2 record with a 5.6 ERA in 28 innings pitched, 9 walks, and 59 strikeouts. On the opposite side, we've got Ranger Suarez, who's been really solid, where he has gone 22 starts with a 11-6 record, 2.89 ERA, and 137 innings pitched, 44 earned runs, 32 walks, and 128 strikeouts. So pitching advantage does go towards the Phillies. Hitting advantage will also go towards the Phillies. 102 WRC plus to 101 WRC plus. The Mets are actually starting to hit against lefties now. So it's actually getting a little bit closer than it was because I know the Mets were really poor at hitting. Can we do this? Is single season? Can I do like last? I could probably do last 30 days and see how that looks, but hitting and pitching advantage are both with the Phillies. The market though is going against them because this line opened up at minus 135. It's down to 125, down to 120. So, and that's with more of the money coming on the Phillies and the line's moving towards the Mets. Obviously, can't bet it because the Phillies have hitting and pitching edge, but it's Mets or after in terms of the market movement, it's Mets or nothing. But I can't bet the Mets because the Phillies have hitting and pitching edge. Hello Kitty night at the park. That is hilarious. Are you fading Hello Kitty night? No, that doesn't really have an impact. Morning, Brad. Mets over. I could see the over. And then Manuel's asking about the Rays in the TikTok chat. Where are the Rays in here? I don't have the Rays typed up. Why don't we didn't have the Rays typed up because there was not a line for it when I was typing everything up. So I don't have a bet on the Rays game. I don't because there was no pitcher for somebody. Now I see that there is pitchers. I think there wasn't a pitcher for the White Sox, so that's why I didn't have it in. But I'm not betting that game. I just didn't have the information that I needed when I typed everything up. Do we have any dogs for college football this weekend? And hello. I will be capping the college football card today. So I'll have my card out today for college football. What should I say? Who's your number dog on Saturday? I don't have any games capped at the moment, but we'll see. Tim, do you have the Astros typed up? I do. The Astros are against the Blue Jays. We'll keep on. Hauser against this whole team. Maybe a strikeout platform. Detroit Tigers are 12-3 off of a day off. Interesting, Robert. Well, we'll talk about those Tigers now. Perfect segue because they're going up against the Yankees. We got Casey Mize taking on Will Warren. The Yankees are minus 150 with a total of 8.5. Casey Mize this year, a 3.89 ERA in 24 starts, a 13-5 record, 125 and 2/3 innings pitched, 54 earned runs, 31 walks, 110 strikeouts, coming off of a 5-inning, 1 earned run, 5 hits against the Mets. So he's coming off a really good start. On the opposite side, you got Will Warren, who has pitched 29 times this year, an 8-6 record, a 4.28 ERA, 141 innings pitched, 67 earned runs, 60 walks, 153 strikeouts. I see Rob in the chat saying, Rob Wish in TikTok chat saying, Warren's numbers been much better lately. He came off of, he started 2 earned runs, 5 hits, and 5 innings against the Astros. No earned runs, 5 hits, 3 strikeouts, 5 innings versus the White Sox. He was at 5 earned runs against the Red Sox. He has looked a little bit better. He's been great in August. He's been pretty solid in August. Yeah, he had the one bad start against Boston. I'm still giving the pitching advantage to Casey Mize. He's been better all year. I do like Casey Mize more than I like Will Warren. In terms of the hitting stats for these two teams, they're both going up against righties. Yep. Where the Yankees are currently number 2 in baseball, 116 WRC plus. The Tigers are 100 WRC plus, which is 18th. So they're splitting that one down the middle. And the line really hasn't done anything. We've got a line opening up at 150 150. It's dropped down to 145, back up to 150. So not anything I don't really want to get involved with it a lot. I could see the appeal for the Tigers at plus money. I may end up taking that later on the card. We'll see how much action I get in the card. If I don't feel like I have enough action, I'll end up taking the Tigers. But right now, it's going to be a pass. Italian Stallions asking about the Cubs. Cubs are against the Braves. We'll talk about them in 2 games. So with my show, I don't know if you're new or not, I have games lined up. So the next game I'm talking about is Astros Blue Jays, and then I'm going to talk Cubs Braves. And then I have a couple more games after that. So, stay tuned. We'll talk about that game in detail. I'm a Tigers fan and was wishing, thinking this morning, they always play well off a day off. Let me say, hey, that's a good statistic to have. I won't talk you off of that one. Any thoughts on Willie Garcia? We'll talk about Garcia in a minute. Detroit over. I can see an over. We'll head to Toronto, where the Blue Jays are hosting the Astros. The Blue Jays are minus 145 with a total of 8.5. Luis Garcia taking on Shane Bieber. Both these pitchers have not pitched a lot this year. Garcia's pitched once. He went, what did he do? 6 innings, 3 earned runs, 3 hits, 6 strikeouts versus the Angels. On the opposite side, you've got Shane Bieber, who has pitched 3 times this year. 4.15 ERA, 17 2/3 innings pitched, 8 earned runs, 2 walks, and 21 strikeouts. Both these pitchers haven't really pitched much. I guess pitching advantage Bieber, but I'm not really woohoo about that. Hitting advantage, both of them facing righties. Toronto is number 2 versus right-handed pitching in baseball behind the 2 New York teams. The Astros are down a little bit more at 98 WRC plus. So the Astros don't hit against righties at all. So hitting and pitching advantage both with the Toronto Blue Jays in this one. So it makes sense why they have the why the line's that way. But the line's gone from 160 to 145. So the books do not like the Blue Jays today, and that's with money's coming in on them. It makes sense why the line's moving that way. So this one's gonna be another one that I just don't go after. I'm gonna try to keep my card a little bit smaller, considering how bad the past couple of days have been. Blue Jays run line. If you're gonna take it, sure, take the run line. Either take the run line or Houston money line. They're about the same. So. If Jay's coming off the road trip, never mind. That's fair. All right. Yeah, I know somebody mentioned the Cubs earlier. We got Cubs and the Braves. The Cubbies, it's a pick 'em with a total of 8.5. We got Horton taking on Strider. Horton, so far this year, looking like the Rookie of the Year candidate. He's coming off of 5 no-hit innings versus Atlanta in his last appearance, which is very interesting. 20 appearances, 19 starts, 9-4 record with a 2.78 ERA, 103 innings pitched, 32 earned runs, 32 walks, and 87 strikeouts. They seem to have him on like a pitch limit or an innings limit or whatever it may be because they want him in the playoffs. Horton's been really, really good. He's going to have the pitching advantage over Spencer Strider, who's made 15 appearances, a 5-9 record with a 4.04 ERA. 37 earned runs in 82 1/3 innings pitched, 33 walks, and 98 strikeouts. Pitching advantage, Chicago, I can already tell you without even looking because I know the Chicago Cubs. 109 WRC plus is the hitting advantage in this one over the Atlanta Braves, who are hitting 99. So the Cubbies with both hitting and pitching edge in this one. And the line's saying that they've gone from dog to favorite. So we're going to end up adding the Cubbies to our card today, fading Spencer Strider. We'll go Cubbies. And that will be our second play of the day. Mess this up. Really? Why are we doing this? Money line. Cubbies. It's Barbie game. Okay. These are getting kind of ridiculous. Are we really worried about Barbie Day in Atlanta? Is that what we're going after now? Cubs. Yeah, I'm taking the Cubs. Let's keep on rolling. We got the Brewers and the Rangers up next. It's a pick'em with a total of 8.5. We've got Chad Patrick taking on Jack Leiter. Any batters in the Cubs game? I did not take any props in the Cubs game. No. If anything, I saw Ian Happ had decent numbers against Strider. But other than that, no, I did not take anything. Chad Patrick taking on Jack Leiter. Patrick this year, 3.46 ERA with 21 games pitched in, 20 starts, a 3-8 record with 105 innings pitched, 42 earned runs, 33 walks, and 106 strikeouts. On the opposite side, we got Jack Leiter, who has been really good as of late. Actually, really like Leiter. He's looked actually really good. 25 starts, a 9-8 record with a 3.74 ERA, 127 and 2/3 innings pitched, 53 earned runs, 62 walks, 126 strikeouts. Leiter's going to have to be a big factor if the wow, I can't think today. The Texas Rangers want to make the playoffs. The Rangers are currently a game and a half back of the third wild card spot. So that's going to be a very important. He's going to be a very important piece if they want to get involved. I'm going to give Leiter the pitching advantage in this one. And then we got both of them facing righties. So I already tell you, Milwaukee's got the hitting advantage because the Texas Rangers can't hit. Milwaukee is hitting 9th against righties, 108 WRC, the WRC plus. Texas, 97 WRC plus. So hitting and pitching advantage. It's split down the middle. It is split. We go to the line movement, and there really hasn't been a whole lot of line movement, enough for me to want to get involved in this game. Another one that is going to be a pass. It's Texas or nothing, but it's going to be another pass. No Seager, no Garcia. Brewers money line. Good luck. I'm not really interested in that game. So we'll head to the next one. We've got the Twins and the Angels up next. And, I didn't do that. You got the Twins at -115, 9 total. Zebby Matthews against Kyle Hendricks. Zebby Matthews this year, 13 starts, a 4-4 record with a 4.73 ERA, 64 and 2/3 innings pitched, 34 earned runs, 20 walks, and 75 strikeouts. On the opposite side, you got Kyle Hendricks, who has pitched 27 times to a 6-9 record, a 4.81 ERA, 142 and a third innings pitched, 76 earned runs, 37 walks, and 89 strikeouts. I'm going to give the pitching advantage to Kyle Hendricks. We've just seen more of him this year. I think he's overall the better pitcher until Zebby Matthews proved me otherwise. But it's close. It's definitely close. Hitting advantage, both of them against righties. Angels can't hit. They hit 93 WRC plus. Minnesota at 97. So Minnesota with a slight hitting edge. Then we've got the line movement, and it opened up at 115. It's still at 115. And with the wow. the way that the money's moving and everything, I kind of want to take the Angels. Not going to, but it's Angels or nothing. The over. I could see an over. I can. These are two bad pitchers. I could definitely see an over in this game. I'm just kind of sticking to a light card today. Just because I feel like I just need a day that I can't be down 7.5 units. So we got 5 games left. We've got the Reds and the Padres. Reds completely messed up that last night. They lost in extra innings, which is just fantastic. How did that finish? They were up 3-0. It got tied up in the 6th, and then they lost and then they just didn't score after the 6th. Okay, that's fair. Zach Littell taking on Michael King. Littell this year, 22 starts, 8-8 record with a 3.58 ERA, 133 and a third innings pitched, 53 earned runs, 20 walks, and 89 strikeouts. On the opposite side, you got Michael King, who has pitched all of 11 times. He's finally back. It showed that he pitched yesterday. Oh, no, it's showing that he's pitching today. What's going on? I'm confused. This is his first game back in a while. He made 11 starts this year, a 4-2 record with a 2.81. So when he's healthy, he's good. 57 and 2/3 innings pitched, 18 earned runs, 19 walks, 65 strikeouts. When he's healthy, he's good. He just hasn't been healthy. I want to give King the pitching advantage in this one just because he is the overall better pitcher. I'm going to do that. Padres have the hitting advantage, 105 WRC plus. Compared to Cincinnati, who is 198. It's just whether or not I want to lay a run line on San Diego. Let's see where the line's moving. Line's moved from 170. Yeah, I could do it. We'll take the Padres run line here. I need either the Padres or the Dodgers to get that 5 seed. So, Padres look kind of good for it at this point. I have 19-1 on them to get that 5 seed. So we're going to go ahead and take the run line here with the Padres. I can get plus 117. Padres with hitting, pitching, and markets edge here over Cincinnati. Create. We're in. When was the last time he pitched? June? May 18th. Any good hitter matchups versus Littell? He's given up 34 home runs this year. I believe there was. I think it was Ramon Laureano. Yeah, Laureano's hitting 357 against him in 14 at-bats with a home run and 3 RBIs. So I wouldn't hate Laureano props. Knowing the Padres, though, they make Littell look like a Cy Young. They could, 100%. We've got 4 games here. We got the Mariners at minus 195 against the Cardinals, 7.5 total. Liberatore versus Kirby. Liberatore this year has been inconsistent, but I feel like he's been better as of late. 26 starts, 7-11 record with a 4.15 ERA, 136 and 2/3 innings pitched, 63 earned runs, 35 walks, and 109 strikeouts. So he's actually been, he's been, a solid piece of the rotation if he's pitching to a 4 ERA. So at least that's good for him. On the opposite side, we get Kirby, who's been I really like Kirby. Kirby's a guy that I want to be backing. He's 19 starts, an 8-7 record with a 4.47. He's coming off of an ugly start versus Tampa Bay. 104 and 2/3 innings pitched, 52 earned runs, 26 walks, and 104 strikeouts. I feel like Kirby's got the pitching advantage here. I just feel like he is the better pitcher in general. When we look at hitting stats, Seattle versus lefties are really good, 107 WRC plus. St. Louis versus righties, not good, 96 WRC plus. So hitting and pitching advantage is both with the Mariners in this one. And then we look at line movement, where the line really hasn't moved. It went from 200, dropped down to 190, back up to 200. So not really enough for really. If I'm not going to give definitive line movement, I'm not going after this one. This one's another pass for me. Mariners run line, Seattle over. I could see the over in the game. I can. I want to see Seattle be able to hit a little bit more. We'll head on to the next one, which all of a sudden this becomes a wild card, like a huge wild card series, considering that the Giants are now only 3 games back in the Mets, and the Diamondbacks are only 4.5 games. So this becomes a very close. This becomes really close. So there you go. Kyle's asking, who do you liking? Kansas City, Cleveland game. I passed on it. I did not really like anything in that game. I haven't really liked much today in general. I have the Nationals, I have the Cubs, and I have the Padres run line, and that's it. So no real interest in that one. Anyways, Zach Gallen taking on Robbie Ray. Gallen has seemed to pick it up as of late. In the second half, he's actually looking quite dominant, including only allowing 1 earned run in his last 18 innings. So he has looked surprisingly good in his last little stretch, although he has not been great this season. Robbie Ray on the opposite side. I'm still going to give the pitching advantage to Robbie Ray. He's just looked better overall this year, so it's hard for me not to. 29 games pitched in, 10-6 record with a 3.31 ERA, 168 and 2/3 innings pitched, 62 earned runs, 65 walks, 171 strikeouts. Robbie Ray still with the pitching advantage in this one. Hitting advantage, Arizona not as good versus lefties, only 102 WRC plus. Giants versus righties are hitting 107. So Giants are starting to make their way up. They're making a run now. And the Giants have the hitting and pitching advantage in this one, although the line is not moving their direction. It opened up at 140. It's dropped, which is going to end up keeping me off of this game as well. Once again, I'm trying not to go crazy with plays, and everything's has to kind of correlate for me. So if it's not going to correlate, I don't need to go after it. So this one's going to be another pass for me. Team total over for the D-backs. Sure. Go for it. Morning, Timmy. Morning, Untouchable. Kind of want to take the D-backs. I can't. It would be leaning towards the Giants or nothing. Almost swept Monday Night Football. McCarthy under everything. Pass attempts. Oh, J.J. McCarthy. Pass yards except for his passing touchdowns. Killed it. Damn. Any unders you like that can correlate with a Nerfy? I will be honest, I've bet 3 plays so far today, and they've been a money line, and a run line. So, no totals. We're gonna end up. This will be the last game we're gonna talk about because I'm not dealing with the Rockies and the Dodgers. That one's gonna probably be one that we stayed off of anyway. Pick'em game between the Red Sox and the Athletics. 10 total. Dustin May taking on Jeffrey Springs. We'll look at May, who since coming over to the Red Sox have been garbage. 6 appearances, 5 starts, a 1-4 record with a 5.4 ERA, 28 1/3 innings pitched, 17 earned runs, 13 walks, and 26 strikeouts. He's been kind of rough all year. On the opposite side, we got Jeffrey Springs, which I'm going to give the pitching advantage to, and it's just because of how bad May has been. 29 appearances for him, 27 starts, 10-10 record, with a 4.13 ERA, 157 innings pitched, 72 earned runs, 49 walks, and 126 strikeouts. He has not been bad, but he hasn't been great. But pitching advantage is going to go to him because of how bad May has been. Boston against lefties, 103 WRC plus, pretty good. But Athletics against righties, 106. So hitting and pitching advantage is going with Oakland. And the way that the lines move, we'll add one more game at the end of our day. It's going to be the Athletics. And it's not a pretty play, but we'll take it. We'll take the Athletics on the money line. I can get that at minus 106. Athletics with hitting, pitching, and market edge over Boston. And there we go. We're not going to talk the don't hate saying Nerfy in the D-backs game. Sure, I can see that. Zach Allen's been great, and Robbie Ray was an all-star, so yeah, they should be able to get outs theoretically. When are you and Nick going to do an MLB playoff preview show? Probably when everything is set today. It's set for that. Good luck today, all. Good luck to you, Stop Geo. A's over. I could see it. How did you and Destiny do head-to-head week 1? I went 3-2. She went 2-3. Any good hitter matchups this game? Both pitchers give up long balls. Of course, MLB doesn't have who do you call it in there? MLB doesn't have the pitcher for Boston listed. And no, nothing. Trevor Story's 2 for 5 with a home run against Springs. But other than that, no, nothing really crazy. 1-800 saying, my man, how was NFL this weekend? I'll be honest, it sucked. It was not a good weekend for the NFL. A's run line, go for it. Anything you're already on NFL-wise coming up? I will be looking at that today or tomorrow, one of the two. I'm not entirely sure when. But no, I don't have anything invested in NFL just yet. Glad Picks and Parleys is active again. Can't wait to see you make appearance on there. I've done Total Chaos. I did Total Chaos on there. Do we fade Buffalo week 2? I'm probably going to be on the Jets. Yes, I'm probably going to be on the Jets. But that's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'll be back again tomorrow with another one. Peace out, guys.